Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You're looking at the GW Tiger P. It's the Tier 8 German SPG. It's located on the northeast spawn of Westfield, and this one is under the command of 73north of the WTWW clan. Now he's got the stock gun, the 17cm. I know that because he's got the muzzle brake. If he didn't have the muzzle brake, it would be the 21cm. Okay, and they've got different figures. Now, the 17cm is capable of doing 750 alpha, 44 millimeters of pen, and 8.5 meters on the burst radius between 12.6 and 28 seconds of stun. Now, the standard reload is normally 31.64 seconds. He's managed to reduce it to 26.22. Knocking the tree down does give away a position, but he's just going to find his corner for the moment. Hopefully the enemy Arty isn't going to try to counter battery him, but can't be guaranteed on that because the enemy Arty in this case is an M40 M43. Okay, he's ready to go, and we've got some targets on the hill. I always find on the Westfield map that getting damage or stun into these guys really does stop them from hurting my teammates. Again, knock the tree over, but he's going to move forward, so that would avoid the enemy Arty thinking he's there and he's in a different spot. Okay, we've got Tormvarn who's just cresting the ridge. And I think he's trying to shoot at the AE Phase 1. Yep, that's what he's after. Rounds out. Direct hit. Good shot. That's certainly going to stop him from doing that for the moment. Meanwhile, we've got the Conqueror and the E75. They're both attacking the our teammate. See which one. He's going to go for the Conqueror. Okay. Rounds out. Looks good. Yes. Hit the front of the vehicle. Nice shot. It also encourages your teammates, if they can see that there are shells coming in, hitting the heavy tanks that they're actually going after. And it also really does help if you get two tanks with one shot. You stun more than one. Rounds out. Well, that landed directly in front of him. Now, of course, GW Tiger P never existed. There was never any indication that they were going to build an Arty using Porsche's Tiger hulls. Of course, they did go ahead and use them for the Ferdinand, which later became known as the Elephant. Rounds out. Oh, he got two with one there. The damage was taken by the Conqueror, but he stunned both. And it looks like the E75 did have to use his first aid kit to get rid of the stun. You can see that that one's taking considerable damage. And the Conqueror is on his last legs. Rounds out. And he gets another 15 seconds of stun. We're 2 down on the enemy at the moment, but I think that's mainly down to what's actually been going on in the valley and also on the edges of the map, not up here. The enemy has been doing well also in the village. Rounds out. Another direct hit, but only 21 hit points from that one. Oh, now we've been spotted. Somebody saw us. And you have to move immediately because the enemy Arty more than likely is going to drop something and go after you. And it's actually that Batchat 12 ton. He's the one who saw us. And he's coming straight for us. Now he's gone to the aim. Can he get a shot? Yes, he does. And he wipes out the Batchat, who did get a shell into us. but he didn't do a huge amount of damage, and now he's moving and he's turning at the same time. Change direction as much as you can to change position, and it makes it really difficult for the enemy Arty to work out. There's a rumble in the distance. Enemy shell. Yes, he thought you were going that way and he got it wrong. If you hear that rumble, that normally means that a shell's been fired in your general direction. If you don't have the warning, the early warning device, then of course they would know. Oh, well, he got a hit there as well, but unfortunately the E75 also had a shot and he took it. And in fact, there was another round coming in after that. Sadly, his team collapsed from under him, and there's only 2 left on their team, and I'm not sure they're going to live very long. So you can see, yes, this one did not end well. The last teammate is Strib 1030, and he's now getting a hammering, and that's it. Here's the end of battle stats, and despite that being a loss, that actually was the first mark of excellence for 73north in the GW Tiger P. So congratulations on that. Even though your teammates weren't doing well, you were keeping up the score. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8. And his win rate from the game, 1500, which is good, but not special. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be the E75, and that's the one that killed 73north. He got 3,307 hit points of damage. Second highest damage goes to the AE Pace 1 on our team with 2,907. And the third highest damage went to the enemy Tornvarn, one of the tanks that 73north hit. He got 2,524 hit points. When it came to kills, though, we can see that, actually, we didn't do the damage for 73north. Should have done that first, actually. He got 1,394 hit points of damage, and there were quite a few members of the enemy team who actually scored more than he did. 7 members of the enemy team scored more, and on his own team, 3 members. So, yes, he was actually in 11th place when it came to damage. When it came to kills, though, we can see the high scores were the E75 and the M46 Patton. They both got 3 kills. 2 kills went to the Type 61, the A Phase 1, and the Progetto 46 on our team. And 73north only got 1 kill. When it came to base XP, it was the Tornvarn who did the best with 994. 965 went to the E75 and 853 to the Conqueror. And we can see 73north only got 424. So, fair bit down the table. 9 shots fired, so he didn't even get out enough to actually cover his costs. 5 direct hits on the enemy, none of them penetrated, but he did get 10 splash. Damage of 1,394, of which 1,290 were at more than 300 meters. The difference being the Batchat 12 ton got very close and actually did put a round into us. 2 hits received, both penetrations. Yes, the Batchat got 1, the E75 got the other. 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 destroyed, and 1,418 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. He actually made a loss out of this game of 10,720 credits on a premium account, and 636 XP is all he took away as well. So it wasn't a good game when it came to damage. It wasn't a good game or good result as the end of it, but at least he did get his first mark of excellence, and he went down swinging. He wasn't trying to run or hide, and as I always advise to Arty players, never suicide, always go down fighting. If you can, take the enemy with you, but if you can't, well, just do it, bow out gracefully, but never suicide. That's just the cheap way out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one, because we've got another game featuring the same Arty, a GW Tiger P. So let's see how he gets on, or who gets on in that one. The second replay is on the Ghost Town map, and we're on the North Spawn, where, as you can probably see, the player is Unseen1Hades of the OLIMP clan, and he's also using the stock howitzer, the 17 centimeter. Just behind him is the GW Tiger, that's the tier 9 Arty, and he's actually using the 21 centimeter. So yes, he's actually going to have a longer reload time, but he'll do more damage as well with each of his shots. What does it say on the side? Do not surrender above this line. No, do not submerge above this line. Okay. Right. Okay. We're ready to go. He's aiming for the bushes. Hopefully, yes, our EBR-90 is out there, so he might be able to spot the enemy. If he does find them, then we'll be able to get some shots. Enemy have turned up in the center of town. Okay, might be able to get a shot on this one. Rounds out. Yup, lands it near him. Now, it's a little high there with the gun pointing upwards. That actually decreases your short range, so you actually need to be on a flat surface to maximize your short range. Normally, it would increase the maximum range of an Arty, putting it on a slope. But if you have your gun pointing into the sky, you don't have so much gun depression. This Arty does actually, funnily enough, have gun depression. It's only 2 degrees, but it is gun depression. But if the gun's already pointing into the sky, then you have to subtract the gun depression, and of course it means that you won't be able to shoot as close as you would like. The EBR hasn't spotted anyone so far, but that doesn't necessarily mean he won't. Okay, we've got a Skoda there. Best thing to do is pick a spot and work on that basis. Oh, that worked. That worked. 145. Let's have a quick look round this side of the map. EBR's coming back. Or is he? No, he's actually going to do some more scouting. Not using the bushes, though. He's going to go down the edge. And he's going to try and find somebody much further back in the enemy area. So, ideally, under these circumstances, what you'd be doing is looking at the extended view range of the EBR. The EBR is going to be able to see at least 300 meters. And he's found someone straight away. And it's this GeForce 1008. We can put a round into it because he's going to try and do the same to the GeForce, to our EBR. And that persuaded him that, yeah, the EBR's got backing. He did take a round from somebody on the enemy team. I think it may have been the Bosch or the GeForce, probably the GeForce. But at least we know that there's 2 enemy tanks on that side of the map. Interestingly, an IS-5 from our team is also moving to come down this side of the map. There doesn't seem to be any enemy left on the west side of the map. And now we're trying to hit these guys in the town, going for the T-54. Good solid hit. It looks like the GW Tiger hit the same guy at the same time. I saw 2 RT tracers coming in from different directions. There's also a VK100-01P out in the on the other side of the town. But what's worrying me now is that GeForce. Hopefully the EBR is going to deal with him, but he is getting rather close. In fact, yes, he does get the kill on him. We didn't get to see it, but it did happen. Yes, the TS5 on our team has gone to a very unusual position. Considering he's an assault tank destroyer, you'd think that he would actually be in the thick of it in town. But no, he must be a wallet warrior because he's sitting on the outskirts of the map, hardly doing anything. I'm surprised he's not being attacked by the other team members for not doing his job. There we can see the T-54 went down. Let's see what we can do with this 705. I did mention the standard reload, 31.64. And you can see he's got 27.38. So he has reduced it by 4 seconds. There's that VK I mentioned earlier in the game. He's just poking around the corner every now and then and taking a shot. Now, he wouldn't make a very good target when it comes to stun assist, but you can put shells into him like that and really give him a bad day. Going back to the 705. I think our E75 would certainly appreciate if you put a shell into him. That 705's turret's taken a hell of a beating. Rounds out. Another hit. Oh, and you can see the enemy RT is actually over directly in the southwest corner of the map. In fact, our team has moved down there and they've just spotted the enemy RT. Well, one of the enemy RT has been located southwest corner of the map. It's the M53. He's gone down. The Scorpion got him. So a rounds out on the VK. Hits the building. We're 5 up on the enemy. Now we're 6 up on the enemy. We only have to worry about that Foch, but I think he's going to be very defensive. They've reached this position. He's going to be desperately trying to defend his cap area. So we're looking on the area where he might be. The Scorpion G on the enemy team's just been spotted. And their Concept 1B up on top of the hill. That was the Scorpion B blowing up. And we've just got this Concept. We can't get a stun in there because he's just too close. He just knocked down a tree, so he might have gone behind the wreck. So he might be just behind the Scorpion G wreck. Either that or he's actually covering that corner. I think that's what Unseen1Hades thinks he's doing. On that corner, he's trying to cover both corners. The Foch is up there as well. He just keeps rocking forwards. Rounds out. This could be good. Well, 32 hit points. It tracked him. And it stunned him. But he's got rid of the stun very quickly. All the action is now in the southwest corner of the map. Okay, that's one out the way. The Concept 1B. Now we need to deal with this Foch. Okay, dialing in. He's tracked. Rounds out. Long flight time. And the target dies before the shell arrives. So there's only 2 remaining. And both enemy RTs are actually in that corner. So the Kampfpanzer 7RH is on that corner. And the M40, M43 is right on the far corner of the map behind the rock. Well, the Kampfpanzer's dead. And that means there's only 1 remaining Arty. He's over here. Rounds out. He's going to try a speculative shot. I doubt if he'll get anything more. Oh, well, that's interesting. The M40, M43 just got a shotgun on the Unis 14.5, but the Scorpion G finished the game, and it's a victory. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the second-class tanker to Unseen1Hades of the OLIMP clan in the GW Tiger P. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8 out of this one. And he got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate from that one was 1900, which is very good. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game turned out to be the Scorpion G with 4005 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to the Waffenträger Panzer IV with 2892. And the third highest damage went to the enemy M40, M43, the last guy to die. He got 2,144 hit points of damage from the game. When it came to Unseen1Hades, he got 1,827 hit points. And he was beaten by 2 members of the enemy team, 2 members of his own team, which means he's in 5th place when it came to damage. When it came to kills, we can see the top scorers were the Scorpion G with 4 kills, 3 kills to the Waffenträger of Panzervier and the TS-54 on his own team, and 2 kills went to the E-75 TS. And we can see Unseen1Hades didn't get any kills at all, but that helped him to get the Confederate. And on the enemy team, only 5 players actually managed to get kills anyway, and all of them only got a single. When it came to base XP, he's a little further up the table in 5th place. We can see that Unseen1Hades got 783, the highest being the Scorpion G getting 1,278 and the BZ176 getting 1,106. They were the only 2 who managed to make it over 1,000, with the next highest being the E75. He got a Spartan and a steel wall out of that game as well. 12 shots fired, 4 direct hits on the enemy, none of them penetrated, but he did get 12 splash. Damage of 1,827 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 733 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a profit of 6,987 credits from that game, as well as 1,957 experience points out of it as well. So altogether, that was a much better battle. Although at one point it did look like he was going to have unwanted visitors in the form of that G-Saw 1008. The EBR had him in hand so he could actually relax and get back to hitting the enemy as hard as possible. And he was doing that job very efficiently. 3 shots he put into that T-54 Heavy and 4 shots into the Object 705. And so those guys really must have been feeling the pressure as these shells just kept on raining in on them whilst they were trying to side scrape on that corner. So I hope you enjoyed both of those replays. Different results. Of course, 73north got his first mark of excellence, but had a dreadful game because his team let go underneath him. And of course, the second game where Unseen1Hades got a reasonably good match and got a Confederate medal. And, well, he had a bit of fun as well. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, gets your videos noticed. And thank you for watching.